welcome back to the Style and Beauty Doctor on YouTube, and in today's video we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be following the makeup tutorial of a makeup artist. So I follow a lot of makeup artists. As a matter of fact, I'm a bit of a makeup artist stan. But this one in particular comes from an artist who on Instagram, her handle is Nikki_Makeup. I will put her Instagram in the description box as well. I love her style of makeup. It's very like editorial runway glam where there's like a lot of focus on the skin. Features are very like, I don't want to say exaggerated, but features are definitely brought out. It's like the bushy brow. I kind of like that aesthetic, and I don't know how I'm going to do, but let's just keep on watching. This is a look where she kind of like did like a cut crease and she contoured the eye, and the skin is very glowy. There's a peachy lip. Now the model is obviously a different complexion from me, so I will have to tweak things so that they fit my complexion, but let's get into it. The Urban Decay primer potion. Okay, so I didn't start the video at the point where from the beginning because I was like, I could pretty much guess what she used from beforehand. For this look, I brought out 3 palettes because I wasn't sure, you know, what I won't need all 3, but you know, just figured let me have it. So I have my custom MAC palettes, which the shades I'll have a link to a blog post that you can check out. And then I have the Jackie Aina ABH palette. I am going to start with matte shade that is close to my skin tone, but maybe is a little bit lighter. Just like how the model has. I'm gonna use this shade right here. I have no clue what the shade name is, but there's a blog post with the names of the eyeshadows in this palette linked in the description box. So I'm just gonna take the 224 MAC brush and sweep that on, because what the model has on here, it's a shade that's like close to her skin tone, but not exactly. Maybe a little bit lighter. So that's what I'm doing here. And this one has a pinky undertone to it, so it's not gonna like look all flat on me. So again, that was this shade right here in my custom MAC palette. Again, the shade names are gonna be linked in the description box in a blog post.
With Silk Eye Kohl in the shade number 2. And I'm just sketching out roughly where I kind of want the deepest part of the crease to be. And then once...
Okay, so she's using a eyeliner pencil to kind of, you know, carve out the contour. I have a brown pencil, but it's not as deep as I would want it to be because I really want to have that, you know, contrast there. So what I am going to do is I'm going to use an eyeshadow. I'm going to use Credit from the Jackie Aina palette. Okay, so I found an eyeliner brush. This one is old. I don't even know the brand or who or what it is. But, you know, just your regular schmegular eyeliner brush. And I'm going to go in with Credit. Let me come in a little closer. Let's see what she's doing here.
This shape is in place. Just with a little MAC 239 brush.
Okay, so she took the eyeliner and she kind of drew in where she wanted the, you know, the eye contour, and then she took a eyeshadow brush to kind of smudge it. Let's see. Did this come?
Back over the top of that and blend that out just so it...
So this is not going to be an exact replica, you know? So I'll start in there. I might need a darker brown to really get that, like, contrast. Let's see.
It creates that natural shadowing that you would have if you kind of had a deeper part of your socket here. So whether you've got beautiful almond-shaped eyes like Simone, or...
Well, she's really going
this is a technique that can be used on every eye shape to kind of deepen a socket. And just
okay, let me go in a little bit more. Now this model, I've got big eyes, but this model's got my big eyes beat. So she's got lots more lid space than I do. I feel like this brown is not dark enough for this look that I'm trying to do. Go in with this shade from my custom make. Okay, a mix of those two seem to... And then I'm going to take this very, very small, well, not very, very small, but it's small, 221S brush just to kind of blend this out. Okay, let's see what she does next.
Eyes look a little bit more of an elongated shape. So now that that pencil's on, to get a really nice clean socket line, I'm just going to go back with the same primer that we used before.
Okay, she's doing like that cut crease primer thing. Wait, let me see what she's doing.
I'm just going to use the brush to kind of really make sure that we've got a nice clean edge of where the lid ends and then the crease starts. So now over the top of that.
Ooh. Okay, so for the primer, I'm going to use this Anastasia Eye Primer, which recently came in both the PR for the Norvina palette, which I'll do in another video. I'll do my first impressions on that, and in the Alyssa Edwards palette, which I've already done a video on. But this eye primer, I find that you need such a little teeny, itty bitty bit. Now, as for brushes to kind of do the thing that she's doing there to kind of define the difference between the lid and the contour that we just did, I got two similar shaped brushes, but I think I'm going to go with this one because it's smaller and it's probably better for this area. So this is just the eyeshadow brush that comes with the Anastasia palettes, and I'm using this end. Okay, and then, whoo. Then she's packing on a peachy colored shade. I'm going to do something that's a little like, probably the same shade that I used on my eye initially. This shade right there. And I'm just going to pack that on with this. The other end of the Anastasia eyeshadow. Now, hopefully I'm not too late because I feel like the primer dried because I had to go and change the battery in the camera. Yeah, I think I'm a little late. The primer dried a bit. I'll just use this flat brush, hopefully. This is the MAC 252.
And also brighten it slightly so it gives us more of a difference in colour between the lid and the crease. So I just want to darken this colour in the crease even more. So I'm taking a little angle brush and a dark
Okay, she
brown
darkened
shadow.
it even more. I'm being lazy. I need a pointier brush to kind of darken that, but I'm being so lazy. Let's see if this kind of helps to, well, yeah, just darkened it a little bit, just like how she darkened it.
A little bit more precise. And I'm just going to go over where I've put that pencil.
Hers is, of course, way more like geometrical and precise and sharp than mine.
Darkest, deepest part of the eye. And then I'm going to use a little brush to just blend and soften this line afterwards. But starting off,
Her voice is so
by being a
soothing.
little more precise so that we keep that clean line underneath. And now I am using the shade Orange Soda, which is an Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow, and I love this shade as a transitional colour. So I'm just going back over the top of that.
Okay, so she's using a transitional color in there, so I'm going to use this brush, which is might be a little too big. I'm gonna go with Edges from the Jackie Aina palette.
brown shadow with this lighter colour, and that's just going to help to kind of blend, soften and diffuse. Because even when I want those, even when I want eyes to be really defined and clean, I still want everything to be quite soft and blended at the same time. So just to repeat the process now on this eye, a darker shadow on first, and then with a light warm brown, kind of using that brush so it only goes over the top part of that first dark shadow, so that I'm not bringing the dark any further down to the lid, but I'm just keeping that shading above that clean line.
Okay, so this is why makeup artists are makeup artists and get paid the big bucks, the the really great ones, because I don't feel like doing all that right now. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe, I don't know.
So now I'm going to do the under part of the eye. Just look up for me. The same liner that I used to start with in the socket.
Okay, so now she's just doing the bottom part.
But focusing.
So of course after the fact I find a better pencil brush that I could have used that was more pointed than this one. Probably could have been a bit neater here. And while I found this, I also cannot find my Laura Mercier smudger brush, which I like to use underneath here. So you win some, you lose some. So I'm just gonna use Credit down here because I like how Credit has like that reddish undertone to it, purpley reddish kind of undertone to it. Okay.
Amount of that pencil on the outer corner.
Well, she's actually using a pencil. I usually layer, so I'll go in with a pencil after.
Shading up to the top kind of socket of part of the eye. This is going to make eyes look super kind of big and wide.
And she's kind of connecting.
A beautiful shape too. And then just repeating the exact same process under the eye, just this little angle brush with a dark brown shadow, just to really help define that shape. And it also sets that pencil to make sure that it doesn't move in crease. And then with that warmer shadow over the top, I'm just using that, going quite low.
Let me go grab a brown pencil. So this is the Intuit liner from Carmindi Beauty, which just launched at QVC. I am currently doing a campaign with them. This is in the shade Espresso. I really like this. It's like a nice chocolate blackish brown. But this line is especially helpful if you are someone who likes, you want your makeup routine very simplified, because like all the steps in it are numbered, and it helps you get that like, really nice 5-minute face. I'm gonna diffuse it because mine is not as neat as hers. So it's not like a harsh line, it just looks kind of like, mine isn't as diffused as hers, and it's definitely not as neat as hers. Plus, she's taking her time to do a bunch of steps. I don't know that I have the patience.
And now for liquid liner. So if I just get you to look down for me, I find actually getting the person that you're doing liner on to look down is the best way to do it.
So she's applying a liner. I don't usually use liquid liner. Okay, so I use my longtime favorite Urban Decay Perversion liner, and then I use mascara. So let's see what we're moving on to
really nice,
next.
Smooth base to actually apply your liner. So I always do it in kind of small little strokes, which gives the model a chance to blink.
I might do a little bit of black liner because I see that she kind of made a wing here. And that'll kind of help to elongate and exaggerate the eye look more.
Really beautifully back, but also nice and
do I have black liner? I have to see. I think I have the Fenty Fly liner from when they gave it to me in PR.
I'm going to use individual lashes.
But that was when it came out, so I'm not even sure if it's still good. I'll see.
Of short and medium length.
Alright, so she's adding the individual lashes. I'm just going to add my strip lashes. Okay, so the Fenty Fly liner. And I see that it still works. So let's do, I just want to do like a little slight flick. And then I do like liquid liner to kind of go in the little areas in between where the lashes are coming out in the lid. Because I find that the darker that looks, the fluffier your lashes look. My big thing with liquid liner is that I can never leave it alone. And I want to put in so much and then it's not even on both sides and it just gets to be too much. Probably what's going to happen right now. Because I don't think this is the same on both sides. Yeah, it's not the same. However, the lashes will block some of that. I'm going to be using my Blinks Minx lashes in a side eye. These are some of my favorite lashes. They are from a black woman-owned business. And I will link them in the description box. A few things about lashes. You want to wait till the glue is a little tacky. You don't want to go putting the lashes on while the glue is still like wet because then the lash will just slide all over the place. You want to wait till the glue's like a little tacky. Then I also feel that the easiest way to put a lash on is to look down into a mirror. And then you're putting the lash right in that spot where the lashes are starting to come out of the lid. So you're going to put the lash right in that groove there. And before you even start putting the lashes on, make sure you measure them so that they're not too big for your eye. I almost never have to cut lashes because my eyes are a little bit on the big side. It's alright though. Okay, so let's see what else she has for us.
Combing this through Simone's brows, really making sure that
I may do a fluffier brow. So I have done a video on these Iconic London soap brows, so you can check that out to see more. I had already filled in my brows, but then like she made me want to like fluff them up even more, you know? And my brows aren't quite as fluffy as the models. That's okay. So now I normally use the L'Oreal Brow Styler Definers for my brows, but I had an Hourglass pencil left over from something they sent me in PR, and although I do have more Brow Stylist Definer in my drawer, because I buy them buy one get one half off whenever whoever has a sale. But I had run out and I was kind of being lazy to get another one out the drawer. So I was like, you know what, let me just use this. Now this is a great product. I don't buy it anymore though because it's like $34 and I'm like, I don't get like a lot of L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definers on BOGO, 50% off, than, you know, what I can get with this one Brow Stylist Definer. And then L'Oreal makes something that's like a dupe for this, like this exact kind of like look. Have I tried it? I can't remember if I have. But I like the Brow Stylist Definer because it has the thinner brow pencil. Now she's putting on blush. I feel that one of the things that kind of makes the skin stand out is a nice pop of color in the cheeks. Now, I know a lot of people say that they don't do blush, like they don't understand blush, and I'm like, all right, more for me. So here I'm just using the Natasha Denona Blush and Bloom palette, which you can see that I have loved a lot. I'm glad I bought this. I mean, it's $55. I did buy it at the makeup show, which I can't remember how much I paid, but it was at least maybe 30, maybe somewhere between 30 and 40% off. I bought other things. I don't know how much things cost individually. So I'm just going to go with the Glow Cream Base first. This is the Sephora Pro Precision Blush brush number 73. I like this because it kind of acts like a base for the blush, so the blush stays on longer. Then I'm going to go in with the blush. This blush looks so good in pictures. Like when I take like my selfies and post them to Instagram, I'm like, oh my god, that blush is just really adding to the overall skin look. Woo, this dual glow. This is beautiful. It's kind of like NARS Orgasm, but I feel like it has even more pigment than it does. So I'll just... add a little of that. Oh, she went all the way and did. We're not doing that today. We're not doing the glow. All right, and then she's doing the lip. Now, I don't think I have a matte peachy coral. As far as lipstick is concerned, I'm going to see if in this row of NARS lipsticks that were sent to me in PR has a shade that'll go. But I'm still going to put a lip gloss on top of it because I want to be, you know, glowy about the lips. Okay, so this NARS... what is this called? Barbarella shade. It is a, does it say sheer or does it say satin? It says, I think it says sheer. It's the only corally shade that was in that bunch. So let's give her a whirl. Now I already have some of the Ulta Beauty lip oil on my lips, which I love. Let me take a little of that off. I'm going to add a little of this Makeup Forever number 306 gloss. The wand on this sucks. I hope they fix it. Alright, so I like it. Now, obviously, the one from the makeup artist, it's more precise, it's neater, she spent way more time on it than I did, but I feel like evoking the look is enough for me, you know? But I think the more, if I kind of took my time and the more I did it, I would, you know, get something that looked, you know, closer to the source work. But nonetheless, it was really fun doing this. And I think, like, okay, if there are makeup looks that you guys see, you know, when you're making your rounds on social media or what have you, DM me on Instagram because I would love to do more of these. So DM me your ideas. And the ones that I feel like, you know, like, that's my thing, I'll do videos here. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. The link will be in the description box, and DM me. And even if you're not DMing me a look, like, DM me. Because, like, you know, some of you guys DM me, you comment on my Instagram posts and stuff like that. Because we are a family. So continue to do that. And if you're not doing it already, you know, like, do it some more. Because I like that. But leave me a comment. Let me know. Where do you get your inspiration to do your makeup looks from? Is it from YouTube videos? Is it from Pinterest? Is it from magazines, the runway, what have you? Let me know where you get your inspiration from to do your makeup looks. Follow me on social. I'll have the links in the description box like I mentioned before. And then links to like blog posts and other videos that you should probably check out will be in the description box as well as links to things like the hair, the earrings, if the earrings are still available, so on and so forth. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you fine folks in my next video. Bye guys.